Hi there, and welcome to day 10 of 14 days of yoga. Get yourself into a nice seated position to start. I have my hips propped up on a blanket. Just take some of the tension off, especially if you're practicing in the morning and your hips are extra tight. So get yourself into whatever comfortable position feels good for you. Take a moment to settle in. And just let the palms rest face down on the thighs. And just taking a moment here to let the mind catch up with the body. Let the eyelids grow heavy, just letting gravity do its thing. And the hips are heavy, feeling rooted, feeling grounded in the earth. And from that solid base, reach the crown a little higher, the crown of your head, feeling the length in the spine. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out, go ah. Again, full inhale through the nose, full inhale, fill the lungs. And exhale it out. Do that one more time. Full inhale. And exhale it out. Sealing the lips and continuing to breathe through the nose, the nostrils. And taking your time, softening where you can. Slowing the breath, really savoring each inhale and each exhale. And just noticing the breath. So as you breathe in, you feel the breath along the edge of the nostril. Maybe it's a little cold. Feeling it travel through the nasal cavity, filling the lungs, feeling the expansion of the lungs. And exhale it out. Has the temperature changed? Has the texture changed? Taking a few more breaths just like this. And as you breathe, setting your intention tonight. And then taking a full inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Again, full inhale. Exhale it out. Last time. Full inhale, filling the lungs completely. No rush here. And exhale, release. Opening the eyes just a crack, keeping the gaze down towards the earth. If you are sitting on a blanket or a pillow, just gently roll it off to the side, bringing the sits bones down to the earth. Feeling rooted in the hips. Inhale, reaching the fingertips up towards the sky. Pausing here, feeling the expansion in the side bodies, the shoulders soften. Inhale, reaching through the fingers. And exhale, forward fold, bringing the fingers in front, tenting the fingers. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the crown forward. And then exhale, folding here. Softening the back of the neck. As you breathe, breathing into the back of the heart. Feeling the ribs expand and separate as the inhale fills the body. And then exhale it all out. Coming back to center, rising up. Bring the hands behind you. Clasp the palms behind you as best you can. Work to straighten the arms, keeping the shoulders down. Crown of the head reaching up. So rolling the shoulders back and down. Feel that stretch along the heart, the chest. And releasing the hands. Switching whatever leg you had in front. So for me it was my left, so I'm going to bring the right up and over. And we'll do it again. So inhale, reaching up through the fingers. Sits bones heavy, lengthened, feeling the space growing, rising from the hips to the ribs. Full inhale, lifting. Exhale, forward fold. Again, tent the fingers. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Soften the back of the neck. Breathing all along that spine. Breathing into the full body, full expansion. And exhale it out. Slowly rolling all the way up. And we'll come forward to all fours. So taking your time, get the palms under shoulders, knees under hips, spreading the fingers. Start to make circles with the hips, little circles clockwise, counterclockwise. Maybe bigger circles, dropping the hips down and all the way back. Maybe this is the first time you're moving today. So really feeling into it, noticing where the tension is, what feels good. Notice that. What stretch feels good for you right now? Is it the glutes that are super tight? The front body, when you roll forward, you feel that. Some free movement, no rules here. And taking one more full breath in this shape wherever you are. And coming back to all fours, and then rising up, coming all the way up onto our knees. So you can place an extra blanket under your knees. We won't be here too long. And so getting everything stacked, the head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees. Inhale, reach the fingertips towards the sky. And really feeling lifted, so rooting, pressing the knees down into the earth. Feeling lifted in the hips, front body. Inhale. Exhale, open up to the right, keeping the hips forward, and then opening up to the right slowly, reaching from fingertip to fingertip, and then squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. Yeah, feeling that stretch all along the front body. Take a full inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, release the hands down to center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twist to the left, hips stay facing forward. Reaching, opening the fingers. Pausing, active through the fingertips. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then releasing the hands down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Reach from fingertip to fingertip. Slight back bend feel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, releasing, coming back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathing, lifting, reaching, and releasing it back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open to the right. Squeeze the shoulder blades, active through the fingers, and releasing it down. Last time on the left side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open to the left side. Crown of the head tall. And releasing it down. Bringing the hands back to center. Flipping the toes, maybe roll out the ankles first. Tap the tops of the feet. Flip the toes, sink the hips, and then lifting up to downward facing dog. And taking your time here, first down dog. And so our fingers are spread, maybe bending the right knee, reach the left heel towards the earth. Switching sides, ground through the right heel, bend that left knee. Taking a few more breaths, pulling the navel in and back. Full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out, go. Let the tension in the jaw, the lips, exit the body. And looking forward, walking the feet up in between or outside the feet. Walk the feet outside the hands, that's what I meant. Sinking the hips down. Bring the palms together, elbows nice and wide, sitting in this yoga squat. If you have a block available, you can take the block, pressing it under the hips, or a book, or just try your best here. We'll just be here for a couple more breaths. So palms together, elbows wide. Oh yeah. Sink the weight into the heels, root it to the earth. Long through the crown of the head. Stay for 2 more breaths. Bringing the attention inward. 1 more full breath. Pressing into the heels. Rising all the way up, fingers to the sky. And exhale, release. Coming to stand at the top of your mat. Feet are hips distance apart. And you'll take that right foot and we'll come to tree pose. So placing it on the ankle, the calf, or avoiding the knee, you can place it on the inner thigh. Wherever feels good for you today. Bringing your awareness to that left foot. Feeling it rooted into the earth. Pressing through all 10 fingers, or 5 fingers, 5 toes. This is our foot, right? And then feeling lifted from there. Through the crown of the head. Bring the hands to your heart. And bring the heart to reach towards the thumbs pressing back on the heart. Your drishti, your gaze is out at something that's not moving. So maybe a crack on the floor, a lamp, something. And remembering to breathe here. And from here you can start to roll the knee forward, that right knee forward, lifting it up and towards the heart. Kick the heel towards the glute. So staying here lifted and then reaching through that heel, sinking it back, coming to a high lunge position. And taking your time here in this pose. So that right heel's lifted and you're reaching back through the heel. You're sinking the hips low. Bring the hands to the heart and then floating them up to the sky. And take a moment to settle in. Bring that front knee over the front ankle. And on your next inhale, straighten that front leg, reaching the fingers up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the arms, cactus, big stretch. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lunge. Last time, inhale, lift. And exhale, lunge. Bring the hands to your heart, releasing the hands to the earth. Twist to the left, bring the left fingertips to the sky, rolling out the wrist and pulling that left hip back in space. Yeah. Keeping active through the right heel. The gaze follows the fingers as you float it back behind you as if you could reach the back wall, and then releasing it down towards the earth. Stepping that right foot in about a foot, coming to pyramid pose, so feet are hips distance apart. Rooting through that right heel. Again, if you have blocks, you can place them on either side of that front foot for support here, but not necessary. Just helps take some of the pressure off that lower back. Energetically pulling that left hip back in space, maybe hooking the left thumb to the left hip. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach long through the crown. And then exhale, fold a little bit more. See if you can soften the back of the neck without rounding the spine. Take one more breath. Bring the hands to the hips, rising up with a long spine. Step that right foot back. So coming to warrior two, front heel to back arch, shoulders over hips, reach from fingertip to fingertip and settle in here. So that back foot, your right foot's parallel to the back edge of your mat, and the front knee is reaching out towards the pinky edge of your foot. Yeah. Check the gaze, shift it over the right fingertips. Notice where the fingers are. Shift the gaze over the left fingertips. On your next inhale, straighten that left leg, reaching the arms up to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, lifting, lengthening. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, drop the right fingers, bring the left arm up and over, straightening that left leg and reaching through the fingers. Rebending that front knee, coming back to warrior two. Straightening that front leg. Pull the hips back to the right. We'll make our way to triangle pose. So long through the left fingers. Reaching, 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 and then melting that arm down inside that left foot or on a block. Stacking the shoulders and hips. Opening up towards the right side and floating the right fingertips to the sky. And so energetically pulling the back of the head back in space with a slight back bend feel. So opening up the heart, stacking the shoulders and hips, breathing here, staying long through the crown of your head. Taking one more full breath. Pressing into the feet, rising back up, warrior two. Windmill the arms to frame that front foot. Step that right foot forward to match the left. Sinking the hips low, coming to chair pose. Bringing the hands to your heart, long through the crown of the head. Sinking the hips low, float the fingers to the sky. Full inhale. Exhale, lower the chest, bring the fingers back behind. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, lowering. Fingers are active. Last time, inhale, lifting the heart, sink the hips. Exhale, lowering the chest, fingers back behind. Pressing into the heels, rising all the way up to Tadasana. Fingers to the sky, palms together, slight back bend. Bring the thumbs to your forehead, your lips, your heart. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands, stepping back to plank. Holding it at the top, lowering through the knees, chest, and chin. Palms wide, tent the fingers, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. Pressing back to child's pose and pausing here for a few breaths. Feel the forehead melting to the earth. Lengthen through the fingertips. Full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. When you're ready, lifting up. Back to downward facing dog. Looking forward, walking the feet outside the hands once again, coming to that yoga squat. Maybe it feels a little open, a little more free in the hips this time around. We've created a little heat there. Bring the palms together, elbows wide. Weight is in the heels, long through the crown of the head. Breathing here. Pressing into the heels, rising all the way up to stand, fingers to the sky. Releasing the hands, shake it out. Coming to tree pose on the other side, so grounding through the right foot. Take that left foot to the ankle, the calf, or avoiding the knee, that inner thigh. Press down through the right toes like a web or roots of a tree. Feeling lifted. Creating a little more space in the hips and the ribs, lifting up. And bring the hands to your heart. Bringing the heart to match the thumbs and the thumbs pressing back. Strong gaze at something that's not moving. Remembering to breathe. And then rotating that left knee forward, lifting it up in space, kicking the heel back towards the glute, keeping it lifted, and then pressing through the heel, rising all the way down, or I guess lowering, not rising, coming to that lunge position, high lunge. So take a moment to settle in, sink the hips, front knee over front ankle, reaching through the left heel. Feel that stretch all along that left side body or the left hip flexor. And then floating the fingers to the sky. Yeah. On the next inhale, straighten that front leg, reaching up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the arms, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Bring the hands to your heart. Release them towards the earth. Twisting to the right. Bring the right fingertips to the sky. Rolling out the wrist. Energetically pulling that right hip back in space. Keeping long through the left heel, and the gaze follows the fingertips as the right fingers reach back behind you, nice and long, floating, floating, all the way down to the earth. Stepping that left foot in, coming to pyramid pose on the right side, feet are hips distance apart. Energetically pull that right hip back, maybe hooking that hip with your thumb. Keeping the length through the crown. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Breathing here, softening the back of the neck. Taking one more full breath. And bring the hands to the hips with a long spine, rising up. Stepping back to warrior two, front heel to back arch, shoulders over hips. And take a moment to settle. Front knee travels out towards the pinky edge, not the big toe. So opening the hips and strong, reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Take a moment, shift the gaze over the left shoulder. If the fingers are lower, lift them up in line, and then the gaze back over the right fingers. On your next inhale, straighten that front leg, reaching up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, right fingers up and back, softening the left shoulder, Straightening that right leg, reaching through the right fingers. Bend the knee. Coming back to warrior two, straighten that front leg. Keeping the hips back towards the left, reach the right fingertips nice and long, and then floating the fingers back down towards the earth. Float the left fingertips to the sky, soften the shoulders away from the ears. With a slight back bend, opening the heart. And the feet are energized, pulling together as if you could squish the mat between your feet. Taking one more breath. And pressing into the feet, rising back up. Settle into warrior two. Windmill the arms to frame that front foot. Take the left foot to match the right. Feet together, sink the hips low, lifting up to chair. Bring the hands to your heart. Yeah. So weight in the heels. Float the fingertips to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heart. Bring the fingers back behind you. Inhale, lift the heart. Sink the hips. Exhale, lower it down. Last time. Inhale, lift the heart. Reach through the fingers. Exhale, release. Pressing into the heels, rising all the way up to stand. Fingers lifted, slight back bend. Bring the hands to heart, or hands to touch. Thumbs to the forehead, the lips, the heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Stepping back to plank. Hold the top of the push-up. Press the earth away, lower the knees, chest, and chin. Palms wide, tent the fingers. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Press the palms back to child's pose. Pausing here. And for a shoulder release, you can bring the arms back behind you, palms facing up. Let the forehead soften to the mat. And as you soften and you release with each exhale, it feels like an ice cube melting on a warm day. Remembering the intention you set at the beginning of class. And starting to roll up, coming to hero's pose just for a breath, sitting back on the heels. Let the spine recalibrate, head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And come to a seated position. And we'll come to butterfly. So bringing the soles of the feet together. Grab the outsides of the feet and rock the pelvis forward. Yeah. And let the outer thighs soften a little bit. Long through the crown of the head. Take a full inhale. Exhale, bend the elbows. Bring the heart towards the feet. Breathing. With each exhale, see if you can lower and soften just a little bit more, feeling a little more release in the hips. And rising back up. Keeping the feet as they are, start to roll all the way down onto your mat. Coming into a supine. Arms can be however feels good for you in this cactus pose. Just resting on your body or maybe just down by your side. Some people find this extremely relaxing. Some people find this extremely uncomfortable. So just notice which one you're gravitating towards. Maybe you're comfortably in the middle. And if you'd like to stay here for Shavasana, feel free. You can prop some pillows or blankets under the legs for some support, or straightening the legs all the way down to Shavasana. Letting the feet fall away, palms to the sky. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. And we'll be here for about a minute, and I'll wake us up to finish class together. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reaching the arms up overhead, stretch from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Rolling onto your right side body. And pause there for a breath or two. And we'll make our way up to a nice seated position on our mats. And keeping the eyes closed. Settling in just how we started. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I always close practice with a moment of gratitude. So think of one thing you're grateful for. Hold it in your heart. And we'll seal our practice with one Om. Take a full inhale. Namaste. Great job, my friend. I will see you in the next video for day 11.